Guys, I don't know if it's just me or everybody does it. I feel like there's always something. Well, we always know there's always something to do at the chicken yard. There's always something you can do at the chicken pen. But I don't know if it's me or if everybody. I'll be like, all right, I'm finished. I'm finished, you know, doing everything, whatever. And then as I go to leave, it's like, oh, let me check on this or let me look at that. It's like I can't never get away from it. It always just draws me back. See, that's how you know if you're doing something that you really love and is really for you. You're not going to look at it like as work, you know, or you're going to feel at peace doing something. I remember when I used to work a 9-to-5 job and I would come home on my lunch break and I would feed my chickens. I didn't have time to feed and water them, but I would feed my chickens, right? And during that time I was feeding my chickens, whatever happened at work before or whatever was going on for that brief, 45 minutes, I was at peace, and nothing else mattered. Nothing else was going on. I was just feeding those chickens. That was like my breakaway. That was like my breakaway from, everything. And that's when I knew. I said, yep, the Gamefowl life is for me. Now, I still had my business and everything going. The Gamefowl life, I was in the midst of getting that up and running and good. And going now, and I appreciate everybody that's bought from us and is out there, rocking the Gamefowl life gear. Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to do, man. I was getting ready to leave, and I'm just like, man, let me give, oh, she done got her one. Let me give these biddies a little bit more feed. Let me grab this biddy out of here. This hen done caught her one. Come on out, biddy. You got lucky, I was right here. You'd got smashed on. You lose a lot of biddies by other roosters and hens killing them whenever you hen hatch chicken. I know I went through a lot of them. When I just hen hatched and I didn't use the incubator, I'd say 50% of the chicks I raised got killed by other chicks, other hens and roosters. And then the other 30% died from whatever else, I could never get up enough to hen hatch. It was just too slow for me. You know what I mean? I knew what I needed to do was to get an incubator, get everything started up. That way I could get a kind of jump start on it. And plus I could, if I wanted to, I could, raise in the winter. I just didn't have to wait till springtime. Which, I mean, you can, winter hatch too with hens. But it's just a lot easier. It's a lot easier, I think, with incubators, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm filling up this feed tray in here. That's why I can't never go on vacations. I'm always, that's how you know a real chicken man, because like you're constantly thinking about the birds, constantly thinking what I can do better. Just like anything, that's just with anything really, you know what I mean? You always trying to do stuff better, trying to do stuff different, trying to do stuff more efficient, stuff like that. You gotta be careful with this feed though, because they'll waste a lot of it. Milk that water out, make sure it's fresh for them. Yeah, so you can see them. They're back there right now. And I just gave them some of that good wah and that good feed. Now I'm gonna close this and they all gonna run up here. They're coming to the front, A lot of them anyways. But yeah, let's go over here and look at these chicks over here. There's the old white claret with her in the 30. There's the other. You know, we just try to do the best we can. Ain't nobody rich, ain't nobody perfect, you know. And social media, man, if you let it, it'll have you thinking or having you feeling like you're so far behind. You see all these younger folks, they driving Mercedes Benz, they're driving Range Rovers, Lamborghinis, and you like, man, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Why ain't I as successful as all those people? You know? And you know what the reason why is? It's not because you're not working hard enough or you ain't putting in the time to achieve those things. All it is it's real simple, actually. It's just not your time. It's just not. It's not your time to reap all those good benefits quite yet, because God's got a plan for you. He's got a plan for everybody. Everybody pops off and blooms and experiences all their hard work at some point. And whatever goal you got, whatever dream you chasing, keep chasing it, because God's got a plan for you. And you know, it might take a while for you to see it or you to feel out. You got to experience life a little bit. You got to see what's out there. You got to see what you like and what you don't like doing. Life's all about experiences. That's why pictures are so important, because you can photograph an experience that you had, you know. And yeah, it took me working in the factories. It took me working up underneath houses. And it took me doing a lot of stuff to know what I really didn't want to do and what I really liked doing, you know. So, and I really like, you know, my chickens. I love raising them up. I like, you know, incubating them. I like gathering the eggs. I like just watching them grow. I love all that stuff, you know. And like I say, it's not for everybody. The farm life is not for everybody. Raising chickens ain't for everybody. It's for a select few people. And those who get to experience it, they are some of the most happiest people, man. You know, just find what you love, do what you love, and then you'll find a way to monetize it at some point, you know. And, I don't know if y'all have yet, but if y'all haven't, make sure y'all head on over to the GameFowlLife.com. The link will be down there in the description. And get y'all some of that most exclusive Gamefowl merch on the market. I see these other little folks out here trying to copy my style and trying to come out with a Gamefowl merch line now, but ain't none of them topping. The Rooster even just backed me up. Ain't none of them topping the Gamefowl Life, man. Because the Gamefowl Life is just that. It's a lifestyle. The Gamefowl Life. Head on over now to GameFowlLife.com and copy some of that merch. Buy your hat, a shirt, a hoodie. Summer's coming around. Copy some of those fresh shorts. There's a new pair of shorts we put on there. Grab you a mug to keep your drinks cool in the wintertime. Made out of good material. This is not no bad material. All this is made out of top quality stuff that I approve myself. So go ahead on over there and copy some of that right now. And because when I break out with my Gamefowl Life merch, I got some stuff coming out of pipes right now. It's just gonna be sick, man. It's gonna be sick. And I can't wait to share it with y'all. But yeah, checking out the biddies. Won't be long. They're gonna be just running around here on their own. That mama Kelso hen was just, that mama claret hen was just right here. Now she's all the way over there, just making her rounds with all the little biddies following behind her. That's so crazy. Yeah. Like and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all our social media platforms. And watch out for those scammers out there. Those scammers are working overtime, guys. I get countless messages a day, a new profiles popping up. People messaging them, telling them they won raffles. And hell, even I had my dad calling me saying, hey man, this guy said that you said he won a raffle and that he ain't received his bird yet or whatever. And I'm like, man, that's one of those scammers. That is definitely not me, because trust and believe, the raffles I run, people know that they're legit. People get their birds, and we're never going to message somebody out of the blue and say, hey, you won a raffle when they not even entered the raffle. Like, what kind of sense does that make? Luckily enough, we got it sorted out, and for sure it was one of those scammers out there, guys. They getting real crafty. They got some out there with basically our name exactly, except for one letter difference. So y'all watch out, man. Money's too hard to make for them scammers that take it so easily. Like and subscribe to the next one. Peace.